I think we're all disappointed. I mean, he was one of the young great stars. He carried himself with nothing but class. He was born to play the quarterback position. So I'm disappointed because I'm going to miss watching him play. But the other side of it, I completely understand. You know, went through a journey where there were times I wasn't playing, there was times I was on the bench, there was times I was going through injury, where, you know, you start playing this game and you dream of playing this game because you love playing this game. You love competing on Sunday afternoons and the X's and O's and the cat and mouse game back and forth. And when that's taken away from you and it becomes about everything else, rehabbing, trying to be healthy, trying to step onto the field and feel good. As you said, Steve, the fans see you're making $30 million. Keep doing it, right? Just keep doing it. I mean, we would all do it for $30 million, but the bottom line is you do it because you love the game. When you can't do what you love to do anymore, there's guys that say the money's not worth it. The fame's not worth it. That stuff is not worth it. Even though we're blessed and we make a lot of money, what's most important is that I enjoy what I'm doing every single day. I don't have to ask every week, is Andrew going to be back? Is he going to play? Am I going to feel the pressure of having to force myself back out there when I'm not healthy? I'm going to step away and let the Indianapolis Colts do their thing without me. And so, you know, I tip my cap to him. But again, I'm going to miss him because I think he represented our league extremely well.
Wow, that answer was better than the one you gave on my show earlier.
What I find very interesting is that, and probably all of us in this room have been guilty of it, and we talked about this earlier, Rich, it was, you know, remember when him and Cam came in the game, we talked about all these big quarterbacks and they can run, they can take this pound, they can take it, and the reality is no one can. No one can. Not him. Cam's been on the shelf a lot. Not anyone. And I don't think a lot of people understand the mental anguish you go through with your teammates looking at you every day. Are you going to play or not? Do we have you or not? Because you're committed to those guys. That's the hardest thing in the world when you are injured and you're coming around the locker room and you just feel like the guys are looking at you and you can't go. You know, it's real difficult.
And to that point, I watched Andrew Luck in the last preseason game, and he's doing drills over a bag, and I'm thinking to myself, hey, he looks pretty good. And that's the other part of it is like, everybody from the outside sees you doing drills and sees you going for practice, and it's like, oh, he looks good, he's going to play, and you know you're not right. Now what do you do? Right now, do you put yourself out there when you're not right, you're not 100%, because you feel that pressure? I just think there's a lot to it that it's easy to overlook when we're sitting on a couch and we want our team to be good, or we see the figures that are out there instead of understanding the big picture.
One of the concerning things for me is not really with him retiring. It's really how fans have responded. And the last time I checked, when you decide to no longer play or when you get fired, they don't really do a poll on Twitter to say, can we fire this guy or not? A lot of the fans are calling him a bust, and we started to be very opinionated on a man who doesn't get enough credit. He's athletic, he's intelligent, he gave so much and contributed to the game. When you have injuries, your family is the only people that know what you go through. The fans don't, because they move on. They're watching their team, and so to know what he's been through and to see what he's endured, I think he has earned that right based on his play and based on how he's behaved as a professional, as a man, that he has every right to do what he chooses.